So I don't want to say how many, but we got mad shoes the other day, stacks and stacks. Every single sneaker that comes through here, we hand check. And everything we're making is just better. That's why everybody gets 10, 15 pairs of our shits. Literally last game, $4 game, last game. Come on! A lot of money over here, yours. Can't count it, that's bad luck.
She fucking with that kid, man, that boy hate me.
So Dybbuk HQ, product everywhere, mad shit. This whole building looked like this when we came here. Everything was like chipped up, shitty paint, like nasty, dirty, like whatever. The floor was disgusting. And when we came in here, we chipped all the walls by hand, sanded everything down, power washed it, painted it, sanded the floors, laid it with like 10 layers of wax, and just fixed it up to be like, because they gave it to us for the low, like mad cheap. So we fixed it up, it's kind of proper, and now we got like tons of samples, crazy shit, unreleased shit, clothing samples too. So like, we got sample denim jackets we never really posted, just nice clean silhouettes with like crazy good ass like denim, like feel that. And then we got different washes and shit. And this is where we just come fuck around and like make shit and tweak it until it goes out. Right now we're working on spring summer collection. So we got like a cargo shell sweat. We got a double knee out of twill. We're doing different shit too. Like I've never seen a brand do a double knee out of ripstop. So this is almost like a Carhartt type silhouette, but with like a technical fabric. So you might see Palace fuck with this, but Carhartt fuck with this silhouette. We're kind of combining two worlds that never really meet in like a super wearable, but like different type thing. Same with the work jacket. You usually see like classic work jacket like this. You usually see some shit like this from, you know, Supreme or whatever, Carhartt, but they're not usually doing it with like a ripstop. So taking like familiar silhouettes and stuff and just taking it that 1 degree further to some shit that you might not see. Or like this shit, like the color changing shit, like check this out. It's like orange and you take it in the heater. It's crazy, right? It's fire. You drop something like this with a shoe like this, the orange and yellow in one piece. You feel me? You're gonna get both colors of the shoe in like one piece with it just looking like a solid thing. So I started doing like custom sneakers, but I never wanted to be like a customizer. That's why my customs looked so different, because it was never about like customized. The idea was always like design first, like custom later. So I always wanted to make my own sneakers, my own clothing, whatever, but nobody has the bread for that. So over time, I'm dropping, you know, a shoe here, a shoe there, customs, building up the bread, just barely making rent. And then 1 month, I took every shoe I had ever designed and just put it on my site for pre-order. And like overnight, I made like 30 bands. And up until then, I was making like 4K a month, but all that was going to cost like $1,000 in rent, $1,000 on the studio. I had health insurance, you know, like $500 a month food, like whatever it was, everything was like tight. And then finally I was like, what if I just put everything back up that I designed from back in the day? And the same shit that wouldn't sell before, overnight was making me like 5 bands here, 10 bands there, whatever. And I took all that bread and put them into the first Lucky 7. And I always tell this too, the very first time I dropped sneakers, I had like 5,000 followers. I thought it was the shit. I get 5,000 followers, I'm going viral, whatever. I'm like, oh shit, like shit's different now. I go to drop the shoes and I took my whole life savings at the time, which was like 4 or 5 bands, and put it all into sneakers. I bought like 20 Air Forces, which right there is like 2 bands. I bought all the materials. I got a studio to make the shit out of because I was making shit in my living room up until then. So I'm like, empty bank account, nothing to go. And I'm like, oh shit, it's about to pay off. I get on FaceTime with Kyle, my homie since we were like 12. And I'm like, yo bro, I'm about to drop it. Like it's gonna go crazy. If it was costing me, you know, whatever, like 4 or 5, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a profit. Like it's all gonna be straight, whatever. And the first day I dropped, first minute, 1 person copped, which is $350 for the shoe. And for the rest of like the week, nobody copped. So I dropped like 5 bands in and made $350. And I think a lot of people at that moment would like turn around and go back to their day job or whatever else, because at the time I had quit and been like, fuck it, I'm just going for this. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna find a way to like make it work or whatever. And then for like 2 years of just like breaking even, like finding ways to sell shit, making new shit, whatever, built up to that moment where it was like, okay, I'm just gonna put all that. And that one shoe that made me $350 out of the $5,000 spent was then my like best seller of any custom I had ever made by the end of that 2 years. Not on some corny shit, just like that self-belief. Like if you like know your shit is fire and you like push it no matter what and like actually put your all into it, not like, oh, I'm gonna put like 2 hours here and then go to my day job. Like, nah, I was putting 16 hours a day type shit into my shit. That's how it took off. And now we have all this in the facility and whatever, it's fucking crazy. But I'm gonna show you the back right now. We got Kyle, my friend since 12, Matt, my brother, blood brother, product. Crazy shit. You know, we got heat here, we got the asphalt, mad shit. Got the 8 balls. Come on, man. Stupid. I got some unreleased ones on my feet, but these are all like real simple to wear type shit. On some Rick Owens Chrome Hearts vibes. These ain't those. And then you gotta go see where we get Buck real quick. I'm really not in tune with this like I should be, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back in there eventually. Here we got clothes. We got these haven't come out yet. These are fire. 925 sterling silver. I don't know when we're gonna drop those, but mad shit here. Clothing, crew neck, more sneakers, like an old reserve of like mad shit. When we're sold out, we're really sold out. It's not phony or whatever. Any brand sellout is padded because you gotta pad it for defects and like whatever else. So sometimes we'll like put product on the site, it'll sell out, but then within that padding, we'll have room. We'll put the rest up type shit. Like for example, if you look at like the pink sneakers up here, Pink Panthers, I don't want to say the quantities we put out, but this isn't shit compared to what we actually put out. When you're looking at a brand's like sellout or whatever else, it's really like all a quantity game and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but when we sell out, it's really gone. We don't restock, we don't make extras, whatever. So all those old colorways people hit me up for, whatever, like they're just gone. Before we weren't stocking the site, everything would be gone in like 20 minutes, whatever. Now we're dropping way more, stocking the site, and every day we're getting orders. Like every single day orders roll in because we've built like a stock that we can actually like be consistently selling. Because before it was like, it would go up, it would be gone, that was it. But now we're building up to more of that level of like, even Supreme, you'll go on their site, stuff sold out, same with ours. There's other stuff in stock that you could get your hands on, so it's more of that type vibe. We're trying to have stuff in stock, but still we have more limited releases that either just sell out quick or take a little time and then when they're gone, that's it. New tees, folded and bagged and designed. These are fire. Frosted zipper, heavyweight, made in America. Cut and sew, gas. Oh, this one is gas. Yeah. Bro, this one is gas. That shit's hard. It's basically the same shit as mine. Bro, the cream is hitting too. Almost everything we do is designed by Kyle. Kyle and I skated together since we were like 12 years old, like been homies forever. Every graphic, almost every like clothing piece, sock item, whatever, designed, a lot of times tagged, everything by Kyle. This is gas. You know it's gas when you gotta take one right off the stack. You feel me? Valentine's release, some handmade shit, cards for you and your side chick. See this shit with the red side? You can't even really like see it for real unless you're in person. This side is red. Bro, people cop these. $10 a pop. Somebody copped 2 shoes, 2 socks, and 2 cards. I don't know if they know that the cards come with it. I'm like, fuck it. Maybe he's got 4 shorties. Dust bags for you and your side chick. You know, we do the dip and dye in-house. Everything is basically a one of one because it's all handmade. And right now we're about to hit the city to pick up these little keychains, which are all locally made in New York. You know, we try to keep everything in New York and in the States and everything like that, so.
It's gonna be hard to get that little piece off of there. Oh, no it's not. It's a little keychain action.
Ooh.
A little pop out.
That's kind of sick. Like this light right here, just like here, is amazing right now. It's like the perfect yellow, like hue, like it's fully lit. You can see every detail of everything. There's no shadows. See how there's no shadow? People don't understand, man. People don't understand. I'm trying to take photos of this. It's like a custom that Kyle made out of like a 1960s basketball jersey or some shit. He cut it apart and attached it to a Lucky one. Really, I want people to understand you don't just have to buy shit. You don't be afraid of product. You can buy it, change it, make it yours, like all that. So he made these out of like the old jerseys, which is kind of like a representation of his brand, Trampoline. And so we're just photoing it. You might have to cut that. Yo, what's the word? Nah, I'll try, but nah, it's like, it's different. Sorry. Could you take this for me, actually? She's trying to fuck. So on the bottoms, you'll get excess rubber, little glue things, whatever. It has nothing to do with the quality or the construction of the shoe. It's just like something where if you pay $250 and you're looking at your shoe, or you pay $125 even, or $150, if you would see it, it might throw you off. It doesn't really mean anything, but we're just taking that extra level of detail so that it just looks perfect out the box. You want somebody to have that like magic Christmas Day feeling type shit every time they open a package. So if he finds any little thing like that, that's why you do it, to get it before like a customer would.
Locked in. I did I just locked in.
Pedro said #1 meal was bowling alley chicken fingers.
You would have liked.
We
That's
hit
not the _1.
No, we hit everything, and he goes, bro, #1 meal.
The chicken tender.
Chicken tender. That's crazy.
Bro, nah.
Paco, you seen these? Bro,
Fine.
gas.
Gas.
Bro, this shit. Oh, what? Bro, how do you not fuck with this? Bro, these are crack. Look at the fucking stitching. Look at that shit.
And the red and the
This, I'm like, bro, we should have done yellow laces all day. Yellow lace in that would have been crack. This shit is gas though. Basic examples of what's going on is in transit, it'll go like this. Something will come on the side of a box or come on top of a box. I mean, there's freight containers of like thousands of shit going on. So it'll crunch the box, it'll come apart a little bit, and we try our hardest to find anything like that and just put it to the side, because you can't find everything 100%, but it's easy when you're checking 3 times to find something. So we put those to the side, and then even on the sneakers, to go into more detail, like we're looking at every seam and every line and every stitch to see if we can find anything out of place, anything that's not uniform, any glue stain, whatever, even on the logos and on the eyelets and everything. And that way we can guarantee as best as we can, every last corner of the shoe is covered. Some of them come through with stains from the denim, from, you know, sneakers are in the box together, they're rubbing against each other, whatever. It's like, stuff happens. Every company in the world runs into these problems. We just try harder than most of them to make sure it doesn't get to you like that.